Yo. Can I with you? What?
ACP, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, Levi for Kelly, Primadonnanews, I don't even want to see it. Just take the phone. Look. You got some weed? Dang. Gotta get some. Alright, hurry up. Diesel, them here, everybody here. We waiting on you. Alright.
I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless.
Welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit the like, hit the share, subscribe if you haven't already. This is just going to be a quick little video just to set you up for how things are about to go now. Because all this time I put certain things in your face, getting you prepared for what was going to be exposed, without necessarily giving you too much of my opinion to show you what I was seeing play out. And all these people infiltrating this man's camp, this man's so-called inner circle, the people that support him, and even his defense team, which obviously are so many violations on so many levels. However, all these people that claim to support this man put their focus on other things and everything except for what's in the paperwork and how to show you how they're lies. Then you got those that wanted to discredit my work because I wasn't running to these people obviously being revealed to me through the paperwork, cooperating with the government while the government presented this enterprise but only charged Robert Kelly. Now, anybody with a little basic common sense would have known from the top that clearly people were cooperating. And if you look at what goes on with these celebrities as a whole, when you see certain things come out to the public, you have to know that it's an inside job, as many people who attach themselves to these stories have implicated. And then when people bypass all the obvious facts that would give you reason to doubt that this man was even engaging with some of these women in the time frame that they claim, that should be reason enough for you to start to realize how these people weaseled their way into these camps, facilitated certain deals, and presented the image to the audience that they were closer than they were. Meanwhile, everybody want to bypass the fact some of these same individuals, verified people that still have YouTubers beefing to this day, continuing to bypass the obvious that I told you long time ago when Tasha K got brought up in her scandal in the email leaks. Don't you think that has something to do with what's going on today? Just a question.
We did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving R. Kelly went off, we kept that shit going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got people to lie, we got the storage, we got motherfucking video, audio, we got the storage, we got motherfucking video, audio. You ever seen Asriel at my house? You ever seen parents at my house? Because y'all could never do nothing as men while that man was there because he treated y'all like shit. Let's talk about how many of y'all he owed money to right now that he played with y'all all the way till he went to prison. Because I do remember, Dawn, you crying on Christmas when he got that bonus money, and you was talking about how you was getting ready to leave him. You, fuck this, you ready to tell it all, and this and that, and because he wouldn't pay you because he went and took his, what he called himself, called it the family. He took the family shopping for Christmas and ain't pay you your money. You was sitting there broke as a joke, sitting there crying about a man that didn't pay your money, and you ain't had a heart to say nothing. And then when he paid you, you was like a little girl to the companion. You was on the phone with, oh, he got my money, everything good. I can go do this now like a kid. Dude, you don't want to play with me, bro. They facts. They in emails, they in text messages. You tell me how you want it to be posted. And this ain't none of that fake shit that they run around the internet.
Though I made it perfectly clear a lot of the things that we see playing out in this case affecting Robert Kelly had absolutely nothing to do with Robert Kelly and had more to do with all these people facilitating these narratives. And the more these people try to reach out to me and pull me into their bullshit and I come out here and separate myself, you could tell that made them mad. But guess who cares? Not me, 'cause guess what? I ain't got shit to do with this case, as I've said many times. And these people are looking mighty suspect trying to separate themselves now after all the damage they've helped to put on this internet. I'm just saying. But it wasn't for me to spend all my time focused on bloggers when I had a bigger picture in mind to show you the mere corruption that we see playing out and how so many people are being baited into beefing over money, which is what this whole situation about, getting involved in these personal behind the scenes beefs and then coming out here facilitating the scams that we've seen affecting this man. Meanwhile, playing with your emotions, telling you he needs money, and all of you go against what his attorneys say, even implicating his attorneys. So when I start to show you that they infiltrated his camp, his attorneys, and his supporters, it's obvious why they wanted to discredit me, but they fucked up when they did that. Shit, truth be told, if they had stopped reaching out to me and stopped trying to pull me in the bullshit, maybe a lot of the things that I bear witness to I wouldn't have seen.
I know, for real phases. So you really gonna fall for what Hollywood Next tell you? I'm walking y'all, so forgive the noise. You really gonna believe everything she say, all these things? And I know you ain't falling for it. I know you ain't falling for what Hollywood Next is saying. Okay, let me tell everybody right now that I don't fall for anything that easily. When I posted the video, I didn't come out saying, "Oh, Hollywood Next, you are so right. You are so right. I believe you." What I said was, what she was talking about, I had heard that earlier. I'm going to do my research on it and see what's going on. And I'm going to go live. And I said, shout out to Hollywood Next. I was on her platform, right? So it wasn't that I was falling for what Hollywood Next was saying. It wasn't that. It's not that for fact that I believe everything anybody said. My PR lady, Anna Johnson, shout out to Anna. We put our heads together. We go do some thorough investigation. She does the investigation to the core. We put it together and we put the news out. And what we do is we take, we might listen to other channels and see what they're talking about to see if what we got coincides with what they say. Try to get what we can to the best of our ability to the truth.
And that's what real people who take what they do serious. They don't just jump on the first thing they see and start talking out their motherfucking ass, offending people they don't fucking know, throwing out speculations, slandering people's character just because they feel like nobody's supporting them, because nobody wants to support clown shit.
Wasn't as though what Hollywood Next was saying was Bible. It was just that I had heard that too, so let me go research it. I have nothing against Hollywood Next, period. But on the flip side of that, I have to address this. I woke up not only with those in my DM, but also I saw something where Hollywood Next put something out that said, if you, not in the exact words, but if you support Primadonna, don't come to my channel. So I have to respectfully remove myself from coming to Hollywood Next channel, not because I have beef with her, because I don't have beef with not one soul, but because that's what she asked, and you have to respect people's platforms. Because I rocks with Primadonna to the core. I just said yesterday that I don't ever see any malice or any Primadonna's name in any mess, but her commentary she brings it, and it's fire. And so I will always support that. And so yes, just so it's clear, I support Prima Donna. I rocks with her. I like her commentary. I like her page. Hollywood Next, I like your page. I like some of your commentary that you bring. I don't have any issues with you, but I will respect your wish. I go watch anybody's page that comes up that talks about anything that has to do with R. Kelly to see if it's anything I'm missing, to see if it's anything that what I have could compare to what they have, to know, to confirm anything. So I watch a lot of pages.
Yeah. We the three amigos around this motherfucker. DHD, goddammit. DHD, DJ Hollywood, goddammit, and the Boski. However you want to call it. Yeah.
More like dog-head dummies. Bitch, that bitch is going to put both of you bitches in jail. And I don't want to even see it, so I'm unsubscribing to all you bitches. You're fake as fuck.
Your mama is too.
There's a lot of good information that the fans could enjoy hearing, and it might lend to more support, because I got to tell you, we're up against, like you said, the United States government. It's not an easy case. Right? So we could use help. Not asking for anything other than what people do already, is send me all kinds of information that leads to good cross-examination material. What you can tell your listeners is get a copy of the indictment. You want? I'll give you my email. Send me an email. I'll send it to you. It's a public document. And then go through it. Identify for yourselves who you think from the facts Jane Doe's are. Obviously, we know some of them.
I have done that for countless hours.
Okay, and then go through all the social media posts and interviews with these alleged victims.
I have sent them to your colleagues.
There's cross-examination material.
I have sent them to.
I have a staff of 15 doing it.
Doug, I have sent this stuff over to your colleagues, Mike and Steve. I have sent it to them.
I understand you think they're the only good attorneys in this. Well, I'm not bad, so why don't you send it to me too? It's DougAnton@AOL.com.
DougAnton@AOL.com. Okay, and you go.
Anton at AOL, DOUGANTON@AOL.com. Send me everything you have. I have staff that looks at everything. All right? I don't know what everybody else is looking at, but I'm the one that they ask me, Doug, what's new with social media? What's new with cross-examination? Having all of our different issues addressed, and we prepare for cross-examination. Because that's when we will expose these people for the mistruths that they've been spreading. I just ask that if someone says they're a fan or a friend of Robert, that they at least give the people in the know, me, a call, and give us a chance to actually give you the right answer.
Okay. So,
any questions about the fund, call me 24 hours a day. This phone will eventually forward to me to wherever the hell I am on the planet.
well, yeah, you can lock my number in. This is my actual number, 904-377-4097. And yeah, if you could forward that over to me about that dismissal, that would be nice. My email address, I'm gonna send you my email address.
Just send me an email.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, you can forward it over to me, because these people are saying that they are associated with you and they are doing this on your behalf.
But do you understand what we're fighting R. Kelly for? We're fighting for R. Kelly for women who are saying, because of this picture that I have with R. Kelly, that I put my arm around him at this picture, that because of this picture, R. Kelly is a friend of mine, we dated, we had sex, I was 2 years old when we had sex, and all of that, we're fighting as bullshit. You, me, everybody's fighting it as bullshit. Yet when Dana J says, oh yeah, I know Doug Anton, we're friends, everybody's like, oh yeah, let's believe all that. I mean, come on, man. You're smarter than that.
Well, he's giving credence when he's seen walking out of a court date with R. Kelly. I know that he doesn't know this guy. You know, okay. I know I've done the empirical research to prove he doesn't know. But I'm saying, okay.
Rip him apart all you want. I'm not saying he's my friend. I'm not saying he's my enemy. I like talking to Dana and other people. I like talking to you. It gives me information. Anybody that gives me information to help the client, I will listen to. Anybody that tries to hurt the client, I will first call and have an intelligent discourse conversation with the person like I'm doing with you. If they continue, then I just have my legal team go after them. It's about 5 seconds after that they stop. And I don't like doing that because it's a waste of time.
Well, I mean, would you be able to put out
like you are like, oh, good, I want good information. I only want to put out.
Would you be able to put out a tweet to say that Dana is not working with you? You know, not working. You know, he's not working on your behalf.
I really appreciate what Dana does.
Okay, so
I really do. Again, I'm not enough for him, but he sifts through hours of evidence. Not evidence. Well, yeah, I guess it could be called hours of YouTube, this and that, and actually points out things that, most of the time it's just a fan and a friend pointing things out, but some of the time it leads my investigators to different issues to address. So I don't want to bastardize him and stop him from doing it. And he's the one who helped me, even though it was for 7 minutes, to set up the fund. Again, I don't stand for him in the sense saying that I approve of whatever his alleged criminal past is or documented criminal past is, but at the same time, I have a history of standing up for people who have committed and been convicted of criminal charges, because that's what I do.
Okay.
My best friends are mob guys. One of my best friends and clients is a guy named John Ali. Guy murdered 19 people and was the underboss for John Gotti Jr. Okay. But he's a great guy, and we hang out all the time, and he's trying to find redemption in his life. And he's going to high schools and to PALs and this and that and trying to find his way back. His story is a great story. We're even shopping a film for Netflix for it.
Okay, do you have Faith Rogers' Brecksar County records?
For what records?
Our Brecksar County records. One of the charges in the Eastern District of New York case is that Robert gave her alcohol and marijuana, but she has a charge in 2015 for marijuana, and this is well before she would have met Robert. So I'm,
Oh, I have that, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have it.
Okay.
It's good to know. It's good to know. That's the kind of stuff that if I didn't have, that's good. Robert gave you marijuana, but hadn't you smoked marijuana? No. Well, what about this? Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
So,
even if you think I have it or I say I have it, keep it coming. Because everything that comes in, I got a full staff of people that rip through everything.
Okay.
If we win, which we're going to, this New York trial, it's going to be because of a group of fans never stopped helping and filling us in on the stories about these alleged victims. So I'd be very happy to hear all that information. And then the lawyers will take it, and we'll do what we have to do. I got your email just now, Trent.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, if you can send me that dismissal, that would be. If you can send me that dismissal, that would be great.
Do not discredit me unless you believe I do something wrong for the client. Then talk about it all you want.
No, I'll call you. I thought that you were working with Dana J, and that guy's a hurt to your case. So that's why I haven't called you already, because the guy's been hurting.
But even so, if you thought I was working with Dana J, blanketly say Dana J's a criminal. Therefore, Doug Anton's fund is a scam and a lie. And you were very confident. That's just facts, you said. You didn't even entertain conversation on it. Yeah. That's not just facts.
Because we have conflicting.
R. Kelly's not guilty. Right? So
we've been having conflicting amounts. I mean, somebody called your office and they said that you told them that it was $100,000, and they were adamant, and this is a trustworthy person. And then the motion says 10,000. Okay.
Whoever you're talking about, that person's not trustworthy. It's a complete lie.
Okay.
Nobody ever called me and said I said there was 100,000. It's not even close.
Okay.
Not even. You know why? Because no offense, things like what you posted, things about who I like as a human being, Tyrell, whatever his name is. I like Tyrell. An interesting cat. I like talking to him. He got some interesting Facebook posts that my staff tells me about have nothing to do with R. Kelly, relationship stuff. I like the same cereal he eats sometimes when he's driving around doing his thing, whatever, in his place. I think he's a decent guy. But when he gets involved, that's just emails popping up, that noise. But when he gets involved with Russell and with Bombowski, whatever his name is, and Hollywood Next, and just starts coming out, we're going to investigate this. Just so you know, what their little thing they did for a couple days, trying to just rip Dana apart, it caused the feds to contact Dana, to contact me, to contact the state IALTA fund, to look at the thing. It took about 10 seconds for them to see that there was nothing wrong. But you know what it did? It wasted 6 hours of my time. Forget that I bill at $400 an hour and it hurts me and my family. But that's time I could be spending helping innocent people not be or go to jail. All because why? They want to put Dana down? I mean, come on.
So,
if you want to put Dana down and he has a criminal record, hold up his criminal record. And make sure nobody else has one either when they hold it up.
well, I have already done it, Doug. Dana gave me a false copyright strike for doing that. I have already spoke to us that I said that Doug made some decent arguments. They just don't have a good relationship with the judge in the Eastern District of New York. And so when the people are sending you this stuff over, it's in the context of I've gone through hours and hours and hours of preceding videos where I have read your motions when they were coming in from Michigan over to where you are in New Jersey now, said that this is a good motion, to where they have no proof, and Faith was getting her ass kicked in this civil trial, and then she gets rolled into the federal trial. I've given you your just
I've never seen your stuff except for this one. So
that's what I'm saying. I speak about it hours and hours only, and I say this is
what be on my radar, and in a week my staff will have watched all of it.
Okay.
So I appreciate that. Trust me, I appreciate it. I might even call you up and say, listen, at such and such, you talked about this. What are you referring to? And blah, blah, blah.
Well, I want to send, with your permission, I want to send you over a mock motion that I wrote for his bond. I know this probably past the COVID-19, but I put about 20 hours into writing some things that I feel that you guys meant. We're
filing an appeal.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it over about his mom having a sarcoidosis, and he had an abscess in his throat that he had surgery on, which would give him the upper respiratory infection. And with him being a cigar smoker, I think that upper respiratory illness would, in fact, place him at high risk. So I'm going to send that over. Yeah, I'm gonna send it over. Give me 20 minutes. Be on the lookout for an email from me. Be on the lookout for an email from me in 20 minutes, and any feedback that you can give me, or if you're absolutely wrong, or this is off, or this is a bullshit argument, then I would appreciate it.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you? I see what I'm saying. I thought that's something I'm saying. You done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
The more questions that cop asked, the more I thought I wasn't gonna never see daylight again.
This time you said you bought the bottle.
I was just waiting for them to tell me they seen that damn videotape, but they hadn't.
No, you done fucked up, don't you? No, don't you? No, you done fucked up.
Without the tape, they had nothing.
Okay, because I'm letting you know now. Well, I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, I did want to tell you, to switch the 90 days out, but when you do switch them out, I do have a lot of stuff to talk to you about, really good stuff. What do you mean? We already talked about last week switching out the days. We've been talked about that, so why are you saying wow?
Yeah, because you hung up on me and called right here to the building, and they called me to the floor.
Sorry for you. No. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me. Do not say anything to me. Joy is in jail for assault. So I feel so sorry for the both of you. Don't say anything other to me. I feel bad for you. No, yes, you do. You do. You knew I was coming up here to get Joy, and you lied to her. Yep. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you, Bear. I'm sorry for you. I am so sorry for you. Oh, it's Bear. It's done. Bear. It's done. It's over. You may not even make it to trial. I'm so sorry for you. I'm sorry. I really did love you. And you lied to me, and you used me, and you played me. Yes, you did, Bear. Bye.
Congratulations. You just got him a wife for life. You should talk to TMZ. And just tell them you was hoodwinked, and they gonna put y'all in a position to make some money. Talk to them. I've already talked to them about it. The benefit. I'm
just real, man. No, it's just I'm sorry, man. I understand that. Me and my wife going through divorce right now. Tell me in a situation I gotta go through a divorce now. So I'm over man. You the man of your house. You can fix that shit. No, it's over, bro. That shit. I've been married for 20-some years, bro. It's over. You are the man of your house. You can fix that shit. I mean, you talk. I already called some folks, my brothers, all them, man. This shit. Once I do that, bro, marriages don't get fixed like that. You should know this. You a savage. And once you call brothers and tell them what the fuck going on, it's over, man. That's too much public. My brothers know what's going on, what happened, what all this shit, bro. I'm done. I mean, tell Rob he can do what he gonna do. I'll go out and make my meeting, and you know, he gotta be like white for him. Like I said, you should talk to him. I ain't saying who else should talk to him with you, but you should. Go and talk to that man. I'm gonna send you the number, call him, and tell him, listen, man, listen, they wait, whatever. You rehearsed you in this shit, they twist this shit, whatever you gotta tell them. Because at the end of the day, that's still your daughter. When all of this shit, the dust settles, you're gonna want a relationship with her, and what you gonna want to be out there is that, listen, man, I screwed up, but or maybe I don't know if you feel that way. If you feel like you made a mistake, but whatever happened, I just wanted to, you know, get back close to you. This is coming from a man who lost a child. I mean, so if I had it in me right now to go back in time and say 2 words to my baby girl, I would do it. I don't. So say something positive so you can have that at least out there. So when she sees it, it's public. Listen, babe, I'm sorry. You know, I did try to make it. I'm talking about when you laying up there and she's standing over you at the end of your days, you want her to know that, goddamn it, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, and I wanted to fix this. Talk to God about the best way to get that out. And you come, because only you know what's happened. She knows too, which is why y'all are so far apart right now. But something has to be said. If you are realizing this thing is falling apart, it's not going the way everybody expected it to go, something has to be said. Because I've got a million fucking fans that when they start hearing this shit, like I told you, I promise you I won't put your ass in this. If you're going out there and you say something, you gotta rescind some of the stuff. Not everything. Just go say something positive. Baby girl, I support you. If you're with that man and that's your choice, we love you and I hope the best for you. And then go and talk to my man over at TMZ or whoever you need to talk to. They're gonna put some money in your.
Why the fuck these niggas wanna go against the grain? Yeah. Why the fuck these niggas wanna drag a nigga name? True story. The jury don't want me to make it. The DA, I know that he working. Oh, he working. Prosecutors wanna help me. What? I'm hoping they don't do me dirty. This 40, I got that bitch dirty. Shoot on go, he shoot perfect.
You to find out how and let me know.
And when I drop the videos, the pictures, the paperwork, for him to get on live to say that Azrael is not right in R. Kelly, really? Now, I gave him R. Kelly's jail records. Ask him how he got R. Kelly's jail records. Ask him how I got the emails between Azrael and R. Kelly. So you mean to tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
The article state that the other person was in trouble. It did not. It did not. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. You think we don't know? And I'm not saying that they can't pull no shit, but what I'm saying is I'm talking about the article at hand. There was a reason why the article didn't say what it said. And for people to make all these assumptions and oh boy, to be a lawyer, you should know. If the fans got something, they ain't gonna announce it. They already got it. And if they gonna do something with it, they gonna do something with it. Ain't gonna be no reporter letting people know ahead of time what's going on. When you hear Fed investigation, everybody know that. Guess what? You hear after they've made arrests, okay? You hear after that.